everybody, it is 2024 and it's time to look at a new kit. Here it is. This is the P47D Thunderbolt from MiniArt, and it is probably the second newest kit. This is one of the newest kits I've got. What am I trying to say? This kit is new. And by that I mean new, it's new tooling, new in late 2023 from MiniArt, and this is probably the second kit that I've got new, as in bought it on release date. Except I didn't buy this one. This was a Christmas gift from my sister. Take a look at her Instagram over here, or down below rather, but perhaps. You want some jewellery? She's a lady. As you can see here, this is the advanced kit. I wasn't expecting her to give me the advanced kit. I'd have been quite happy with the basic kit, but for an extra £20 she decided it was worth it to get the advanced kit. I'm guessing. She knows what I like, especially after I told her what I like. Anyway, let's have a look at this little kit. So, nice art in the box. 1/48 scale kit. I believe this is the first aircraft from MiniArt. It's also my first MiniArt kit. The kit number is 48001. I'm no expert, but I guess 48 refers to the scale down here, and 001 means it's the first kit in this scale. So that's the front. On this side here, this shows you the markings available in this kit. Got 3 different markings here. That one, this one, and this one. This is a 62nd Fighter Squadron. This is a 61st Fighter Squadron, 56 Fighter Group. Lots of more. And this is something else again. A little decal set there, made by Cartograph, which I believe is a thumbs up. On this side, can't even get it in. Let's zoom out a little bit. There you go. Picture of the airplane. Same as the front of the box. This side, some detailing in 5 different languages: English, Ukrainian, Polish, German, Spanish. So quite clearly a Eurocentric model. Tells you what it is. Plastic model kit in scale 135. Which is wrong. My brother-in-law did mention that actually, because it says scale kit in 135 there, but it's quite clearly 148 scale kit. So you know, if you watch a MiniArt, have a look at your printing. I don't mind personally, but I know there's people who will be confused by this, as my brother-in-law was. Anyway, more stuff there. Nothing barcode there. And on this side, same as the other side. Back to that side. Okay then. Now you've had a look at the box. Let's have a look at what's inside the box. Lift it up. Some plastic. A bit of a gap, some space there left in the box. Let's get in closer. So yeah, so let's take the plastic out of the box and have a look at these here contents. Now I'm fairly certain that a lot of you will have already seen a good look at this kit already, and I'm not going to dawdle too much on the bits. I'm just going to look at and comment on the bits that are of interest to me. But if you want a more detailed look, there's plenty of other people out there who have gone into great detail on this kit. Indeed, some have already built it already. I might even put a link below as to some builds that were of interest to me. Anyway. Put it on the floor for the time being. Let's have a look. Xmas 2023 from Sarah, in case I forget where I got it from. Okay then, so let's have a look at the paperwork first. We're in a sealed plastic bag. Going to do the civilized way and cut it open with the scissors. not a knife. So we've got a nice big booklet there. Nice big batch of decals, and some more little decals. Right, so let's start where I like to start, which is with the instructions. Okay, so this is a nice glossy booklet from MiniArt here. Put the scissors away. So this is a nice big glossy booklet, and first page. On the front cover, general instructions. Nothing particularly exciting. Nice images there. So we've got some colour schemes. So first one here will be the, let's get a close look at it, not that close, P47D-25RE Thunderbolt. So this is the 62nd Fighter Squadron, 56th Fighter Group, 8th Air Force, July 1944. It appears that this particular model, so this particular example, was piloted by Captain Frederick Joseph Christensen, Jr. Next one up here, we have a slightly different colour scheme. This one's got some camouflaging on it. Red tail. 61st Fighter Squadron, 56th Fighter Group, 8th Air Force, June 1944. This one's piloted by Lieutenant Colonel Francis Stanley Gabreski. Shows all his detail there, including right down here how they've got the wheels, showing both sides of the wheels, which is neat. Next page. It's a different colour scheme again. This one's mostly plain metal with some green across the top here. Also these invasion, were they invasion stripes? Something like that. This is from the 82nd Fighter Squadron, 78th Fighter Group, the Duxford Eagles, 8th Air Force, Duxford, September 1944. Captain Pilot Ben Mayo. Yeah. So anyway, next page. So that's the colour schemes we've got. Don't know which one I'm going to do yet. They all have the big stripy bits on there, so I assume these were in a European so I assume this happened in Europe, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things. I just like making models. Anyway, so we're back. We're down onto page. Let me see. Let's say page 5, and you have the sprue maps. See if we can make it brighter a little bit. So I'm filming with a new camera here up here, and I'm getting to grips with it. So this is a fairly shallow learning curve, but a learning curve nonetheless. So here we have the sprues, A, B, C, A, B, D, G, A, G, B, and E. There's no C. And down here you got the Photo-etched set. It doesn't tell you if any of these parts are not used, so I'm assuming that all parts can be used, so probably not all on the same version of plane that you build. Anyway, next page, more sprues. So here we have C down here. So sprue D, DA, CD times 2, CE times 2, sprue F, which appears to be the fuselage, though I think that's, we'll see. And then down here, sprue G, sprue CF, 2 of sprue F, 2 of sprue CF, 2 CF, 2 of sprue C, 2 decal sheets, 2 of sprue CB and CA collectively. Excuse me. Yeah, I've just been out on a pint with a couple of friends, so if I'm a little tipsy, that's why. So the build begins in the cockpit, as is tradition. Starts off at one with the seat and goes on into the rest of the cockpit. Lots of little pieces here. From what I've seen, there's a few more pieces than is really necessary in a kit of this scale. Not that I have a problem with that. I generally don't have a problem with that, to be honest. Next page. Look at this level. Next page. It's like cockpit bits. You're putting bits into the... Sorry, next page is the fuselage. You're putting bits into the fuselage and then inserting the cockpit section into the fuselage, and then down here there's some more bits. No idea what this thing is. Is it the tail wheel? It doesn't tell you what the parts are, unfortunately. It doesn't tell you what you're doing. So, and I generally don't know what that is, or indeed where it goes. I guess we'll find out soon. Next stage, page 8. Sorry, 8. Now here it says for experienced modelers. For experienced modelers, you know, people like Nigel and Scale Model and these people. Assembly of engine. So I'm assuming because this is the advanced kit, we've got the engine bits. Though, however, I'm seeing this is only plastic parts. So advanced assembly of engine, it says there. So I'm guessing there'll probably be a less advanced, a basic assembly. Let's find out. Or maybe that's for the basic kit. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of detail on this kit. Just looking at these diagrams here, you can see there's a lot to this. More parts than I would normally expect. So, but it appears that the main engine itself is one piece, because normally I'd expect that to be two pieces sandwiched together. Anyway, let's go on. Next page, you've got basic assembly of engine. Get you on the page. Basic assembly of engine. So I'm not sure what the difference is. I'm guessing just fewer pieces. That would be my guess. Let me see. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of stages. So it still looks pretty complex, but not quite as complex as the advanced, I'm guessing. And down here you got the more engine beats and so on, and then in stage 13, sorry, page 11. Finally found the page number. I was looking for those, just couldn't see them. Too drunk. Advanced assembly of engine. So this page is advanced assembly of engine, open hood variant. So basically I think this means that this will be the bit where you can see the engine uncovered. And I've heard that putting together these bits is a bit tricky, or trickier than is strictly necessary. We'll find out later. So we go on to page 12, build section 16, and again, that piece there, no idea what that is for. So it looks like that this piece here, which I was wondering what it was before, I think I was right when I said it's a tail. I didn't say it was a tail wheel, but it is the tail wheel. Again, a lot of detail, a lot of bits into making that piece. So yeah, building this kit is going to be very interesting, for me at least. Your experience may vary. Anyway, so we're on page 13 and section 20. Section 20, use only for open hatch on the wind. I've no idea what that means. Yeah, again, open hatch on the wind. So basically you got lots of internal parts in the wing, which is mostly the machine guns. And down here, assembling more machine guns, and here telling you how to fit, use for rocket launcher. So I think this is drilling holes if you wish to put the rocket launchers onto the vehicle. Let's continue, next page. This is very detailed and certainly more than I've been used to recently. So we're on page 14. This is builds parts 24 to 25 inclusive. Again, more wing, basically putting together the wing and making it look nice. Lots of detailed pieces, including photo etch here, and so on. Page 15, at the top of page 15, we have, again, more wing insides. So this is, I'm guessing this is the other wing. It doesn't actually say, let me have a quick look. It doesn't actually tell you which wing it is. Again, use only for open hatch on the wing. What does that mean? Somebody tell me, what does it mean? Seriously. If you know, let me know down below. On to page 16. Again, I'm guessing we're finishing the other wing. And then you start putting together the wheels. You've got a choice of chassis normal, that wheel there, chassis under load, this particular version. So basically you've got a choice. If the vehicle is weighed down with lots of ordnance and armament, then it'll cause a bit more pressure on the wheels. So I'm guessing this is the difference between these two. Weight on wheels, as it were. So down here you've got this other different kind of wheel. Unless it's this. Yeah, anyway. Page 16, we're finishing the wing and putting together the undercarriage down here at the bottom of the page. Page 17, again, more wing stuff. There's a lot of detail on these wings. Used for variant with flap down, it says there. So I should point out that I'm just doing a basic quick look at this thing, so I'm going to have a good look at this before I actually build it. And I suggest if you're building this thing that you have a good look at these instructions before you actually touch it into plastic. It'll help. From previous experience of most model kits, it does help. Wings. Page 18. We're going to fit the wings. I'll make an adjustment here. There we go. So page 18, build process 38. Try to line it up on the camera. It's putting the wings onto the fuselage and some tail parts as well. So putting together more detailed parts on the undercarriage. And it appears you have a choice between having the wheels down or wheels up. So I like when there is that choice. So if we want to put it in flight, wheels up. However, there's no pilot figure in this vehicle, so yeah, if you want a drone, a vehicle flying by itself, then wheels up. If you want it on the ground, wheels down. But you figured that out already. Anyway, cockpit, page 19, part 40. We put the cockpit on, the clear parts, and lots of other bits under the wings. Then we come to armaments. Drop tank, another drop tank, paper drop tank, 200 gallon drop tank, 150 gallon drop tank. So if you like your drop tanks, you've got 3 versions of drop tanks. Armaments continued. 1,000-pound bombs, there's 2 versions of 1,000-pound bombs. Smoke grenade, 250-pound bomb, 500-pound bomb, and 4.5-inch rocket launcher. So this is basically the assembly of the various weapons, and down here showing you how to install them onto the vehicle. And then page 21, Thunderbolt stencils. So basically showing you where these stencils are. So we're onto decals now. So I'm assuming this is the end of the build, and here we're onto the stencils. Common markings, all the bits that will be found on all the various vehicles. last page, there's some close-ups of the engine, which is pretty good. Wiring diagram of the engine. So 4 experienced models, it tells you there. So if you want to have I like this because it shows you exactly how to wire up the engine. So if you're putting in all the wiring looms, the ignition cables and well, it's mainly ignition cables. It shows you where they are, how to do it. Wiring of the left wing, shows you where to put all the wiring and stuff. And down here, it'd be nice if they had these images in the build of the parts, like over there for the engines on page 9 instead of at the end of page 22. So again, another good reason to look at the instruction manuals before you start putting this thing together. Right then, so we get to this page here, and we can zoom in all the way. So this is the painting and markings of the armaments. The various bombs, the various fuel tanks, and the smoke grenade. There's a colour chart here, and we have here Vallejo, Mr. Color, AKRC, Mission Models, Amomig, and Tamiya. Now the paints I use most often are Tamiya and Vallejo, so I've got a good choice of which. So I've got a nice choice of which to use. Come to the back, and it shows you airplane series. So at the back here we've got basically images of other kits from MiniArt. So you've got the Thunderbolt series, MiniArt here, basic kit it shows you, which is the other version of this. Basically the same plane but with more with less detail and also it's slightly cheaper. And then accessories at 1/40th scale. Mostly fuel drums, German fuel drums, Allied jerry cans, German jerry cans. So yeah. So if you want to put some pile of fuel beside your aircraft, here you go. Anyway, that's the instruction booklet. Time to look at something else. So we'll have a look at the decals next. Okay then, so we have the little decal sheet. It's very bright. Let's see if I can make an adjustment on the camera here so we can actually see something. Alright, can we focus on it as well? I think we're focused. Underexposed. So this is the these are the stencils. Basically the common markings of the vehicle. I'm sure some of them are quite legible, even some of the really small ones can be read, but not by me and not with these glasses. Not focusing. Panasonic. Focus is not their favourite thing. Well, something else. Story for another time. And then here we have the large decal sheet. On it again, looks very nice. Slightly satin on the decals. Got cockpit details over there. And I like these. So you got the checkers for the checker markings for the front of the aircraft, and all these stars and bars, etc. Little image there of a lady, which will be painted in the front of the vehicle, and yeah, all looks very nice. No complaints here. Decals aren't my favourite thing with kits, so it's nice when you've got a decal that you don't have any problems with. And these are by Cartograph, so they should be pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so now the bit that you've all been waiting for. Plastic. Again, this is a sealed bag. Well, it was a sealed bag. And yeah, let's get all this out. clear plastic in a resealable Ziploc bag there. I'll make some changes over here. There we go. So hopefully this is all nice. Again, this is the first time I'm using this main camera here. That's you. And hopefully it should look good. So let's have a look at the clear bits first. Here's something rattling. Little pieces broken off there. Doesn't appear to be a part of the kit itself, so hopefully that's just a non-important part. And let's get it open. What can I say? First time I've seen clear parts from a MiniArt kit, and they look every bit as good as any other clear parts I've seen. It's quite a lot of curve on this canopy there, so there's a lot of this. There is quite a bit of distortion, but and the flat part on the front of the windscreen does have some distortion on it as well. However, it'll be fine. It's very good actually. So yeah, so cockpit, front wing, copy canopy, and a couple of lights and stuff. Right then, all the big bits. Off the top we have what was the sprue for the fuselage. So there's lots of very nice markings on this. The markings, the rivet lines are very fine. It's all recessed across the whole thing. And it's not focusing. There you go. It's all recessed across the whole thing. Recessed panel lines, recessed rivets, and so on. Big gap there. On the other side, very little detailing on the inside, which is mainly because most of the internals will be added later, with the exception of that little bit there. Oops. Same on the other side, I'm guessing. Yep, that's correct. Lots of fairly large, hefty extrusion pin marks, so they may need removing. Mainly because, well, mainly these over here, because I think they may get in the way of the insertion of the cockpit module. So I'm going to have to check that before I insert it, particularly these three here. Yeah. Same on both sides, really. Okay, next screw off the top is a little card envelope. So what's in here? I'll leave this until last. Let's go to the next sprue. This is sprue. Has it got a number on it, or do I need to look it up? I do need to look it up. This is sprue E. There we go. So that's right over. Where is it? There. There's sprue E. This has got wings and wing parts, and engine bulkhead, engine covers, and some machine guns over there. Lots of little pieces around the edges. And all these bits I think are the internals for the wings, mainly the armament. All looks very nice, very pretty. Again, what I said for the main fuselage goes for all these pieces. Very fine recessed markings with rivets and panel lines. I particularly like the shape of this piece here, which is the which I believe is the engine bulkhead. The engine will mount onto that. It looks very nice. Some very nice moulding going on here. Next sprue is another wing sprue. This is sprue A. Can you see that? There you go. So again, wings again. So I've got two sets of wings. So the previous wings, bring it back up again. They got openings in them. So I think this is if you want to display it with the internals of the wing showing. This is if you don't. So main wings, underside of the wings, another bulkhead part. So front of the airplane, more engine covers, some straps, mounts for the ordnance for the bombs and stuff. Undercarriage there. Got two sets of undercarriage. I like that. For understand, these are undercarriage under load. These are undercarriage not under load. And no idea what these pieces are, but next sprue. Straight off the top, this is sprue number, let me see, G. Sprue number GC. Very long, thin one. This is mostly engine. In fact, it's almost entirely engine parts and propellers. So we've got two banks of engines there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Two banks of 9. So it's an 18-cylinder radial engine. All the bits that go around the engine, bits that fit onto the engine, very intricately molded. That piece there. I don't know if it's exhaust or what it is. And these bits here will be exhaust parts, I think. I could be wrong. This particular vehicle has a strange engine design. So, and lots of other little pieces, and I don't know what they are. So, propellers there. So it's a propeller in two parts. Yep. All looking very nice. Next sprue. This is sprue D. And we have here some undercarriage, some wheels. So two sets of wheels. Now none of these wheels here are weight-on wheels. So, but they're two different designs. This is a sort of like cross diamond hat, and this is like a radial, I guess. I don't know what it is. Lots of little bits and pieces that go in the wings. I can see those would be the machine guns, and other pieces here for internals, cockpit and stuff. So have a good look at that if you wish. Just notice that these pieces here are, if you can focus on that, slide molded. So basically, these little guns here have little holes in the barrels. Saves me having to do it myself. Next sprue. Now this is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues all stuck together. 6 different sprues, or 6 sprues. So these are all C sprues: C, CA, CB, CD, CE, and CF. There's no CC. Fuel tanks and bombs, basically, and weight on wheels, and some internal wheel hubs there as well. There you go. It's all wobbly, but very decent hard plastic. This will be the rocket pods, the front and the back, or the back and the front. Don't know which is which. The detail on these things is very fine and intricate. See if we can get some close-ups on those things. And last but not least, we have sprue B. So this is mainly, well, you've got some engine parts there, some internal parts there, cockpit, seat, tail, wings, tail fin, cockpit covers, this bit here, which is something to do with the engine, flaps and so on, and more cockpit bits. Lots of tiny little bits here and here off the top there. What looks like an actuator of sorts, those two pieces there. Yeah, again, very nice, very well molded. Most of these parts are single-sided with the exception of the control surfaces, the tail fins, tail wings, so on. Yeah, and these few pieces here. Anyway, so that is Sprue B. And finally, we have here this little MiniArt envelope, and inside is Photo-etched. It's covered on both sides with plastic. You've got some numbers on this side. So it looks like we have here, I've no idea what these parts are, to be honest. But I guess I'll figure out when I'm building this little kit. So I recognise this piece here will be something for the engine. You got some seat belts there, and belts there as well. Everything else is, I don't know what they are. So it should be fun finding out when I build this kit. And I certainly will be building this kit. I don't know when, don't know how soon, but sometime this year for sure. Anyway, so there it is. This is the P47D 25RE Thunderbolt, made by MiniArt. MiniArt's first attempt at an MiniArt's first attempt at an aircraft, and from first look at the parts and so on, they've done a very nice job. Not so much detail in the instructions. Well, there's quite a lot of detail with the instructions, but not a lot of detail telling you what's what in there, with the exception of the bombs and possibly the engine. Most of the pieces appear to be, most of the other pieces remain anonymous, but that's what they planned. Yeah, so I look forward to building this kit, and if you have built this kit, let us know down below. Let us know what you think, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to, if you like this video, hit likes. If you like this video, tell your friends. If you didn't like this video, tell them why, and help me make a better video for next time. And thank you very much for watching. Take care, everybody.